To wake up with me laughing. That is true.
Your wife's gonna wake up. You're just gonna be right next to her, like. Dude, that's not being funny about 5 seconds ago. That started getting real creepy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weighty Topics.
Tall guy, beard, twins, purple hoser. Oh, my bad.
Is that actually the intro?
Mhm.
It's not Weighty Topics, but is it Welcome Back to Overtime? Is it Dude Perfect? Welcome back to
Do perfect thing. They go tall guy. The
Yeah, well, no, I know
tall
that.
Guy, beard, twins.
I know
purple
that,
hoser.
but is their intro? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dude Perfect.
Like, what's up, guys? It's overtime. Whatever. Number.
Okay, so it is What's Up, Guys, though.
I think it's what's up, guys, or hey, guys. It's just kind of a general thing.
Yeah, it is a
because
general
they have
thing.
the intro song.
We almost did Hey Guys, but I panicked at the last second, and What's Up, Guys came out, and that's
So-
what we stuck with.
Yeah,
Except when you every single time mess it up.
I do, but we don't keep those takes. Maybe we should keep them in. We should, whenever I introduce, we should keep the first take and just put it in and yell at me for messing it up.
Shh, we haven't introduced you.
We
yet.
haven't introduced.
So this is our first episode with a guest. She is not mic'd up as well as we are, but
she's gonna
she-
yell
she's gonna yell the entire episode.
whole episode.
Whole episode. I'm still holding my phone. So say hi.
Hi. Oh, say hi.
Not you. No
Say
one
hi.
cares
Say
about
hi.
you.
Hi.
Can you yell it into my mic?
I don't want to yell any louder.
There's no one else.
Dude, there's no one else here. We're in a stranger's house.
Stranger's house.
I don't know the person who owns this house.
just yell hey into the mic
That doesn't make me feel any better.
We're in a stranger's house that I did check for cameras.
to check for cameras.
How
And
well did you check?
Pretty dang well.
And are
I
there
know all the
cameras?
hiding places.
are there cameras?
Mm-mm.
No cameras.
No cameras.
Your
So
phone is technically watching you 24/7.
Well, yeah, but it's pointed upwards. Though.
so why don't you?
And my phone watches me at home anyway, so
Yo.
it knows where I go. It knows what's happening.
Are you gonna yell what's up?
No, I'm not.
Give us
Say,
a
say
loud
what's
one.
up, guys. Welcome back to Weighty Topics.
Yeah.
Why? That's your catchphrase.
No,
That's
you're
what
a
I'm
guest.
saying.
You're a guest. You gotta say it.
It's
legally.
it's a podcast intro. It's not our catchphrase. It's the podcast.
It's the cast, bro.
It's the cast. We're casting.
Yeah, we're casting. So yell it into the mic or around the mic or just yell. It's there.
Yell. It's there.
Yell.
Yell into the void, into the ether.
Scream into the void. Yell into the abyss. Big
I'm the
difference.
worst person to have me do this.
Just come on, just big voice, big voice.
Oh, we really had
What's
no
up-
other choice.
what's
Who else
up,
are we going to
guys?
choose for our first episode with a guest?
With a guest.
Probably Abby. She speaks a lot louder.
Yeah, probably.
but we never see her.
But you were here because of conditions, and now
Yeah,
you need to yell.
road
What's up,
conditions,
guys?
basically.
What's
road
up, guys?
conditions.
Welcome to.
Yell it.
I feel
Yeah.
awkward standing here.
Can you,
Good.
you want me to sit in the middle? I'll sit
You're in the
middle.
hot seat.
hot seat.
Yell.
Yell.
I don't want to yell.
Say what's up, guys. Welcome back to Weighty
Can you
Topics.
just say that? You don't have to yell, but just good voice.
Give it body.
Body. Leonidas
I
style.
don't think I ever speak loud.
Can you just? Yes,
Just-
you do. Yes, you do.
That's not even true.
Come on, hit
Say
us.
what's up, guys. Welcome back to Weighty Topics, then we'll move on because Simeon does have a topic.
I do have a
today.
topic.
Okay. Wait, like just normally?
Say it like
Just say
however
it.
you want. If
But-
you say it, we'll count it a win. For you, totally.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Weighty Topics.
Welcome back to Weighty Topics.
Welcome back. Sorry.
Well, you got to start over.
no.
New
on,
take.
do it.
New take.
New take. Like you're upset. Like you're
I'm
upset at
not
your.
upset.
Like you're upset at your mom right now, and you need to say, "Hey guys, welcome to Weighty Topics."
My father listens to them.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Everybody's upset at their
yeah,
mom.
but your mom probably doesn't. So
Sass.
it's cool.
Get
Give
some
us
sass.
sass in the voice.
Sass in there.
You're a
Put it from the hips.
microphone assassin.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to Weighty Topics.
I don't leave it.
Maybe you need to start.
Hey, it's first day for everything. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Mike.
Never to the sass. And second, okay. Welcome back, guys, to Weighty Topics.
Nope.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
No, no, no,
Welcome
no,
back
no,
to
no,
Weighty
no, no.
Topics.
Nope.
You got to
Continue
do
with
it.
your topic.
We can't.
We can't let it go.
Mm-mm.
Once we start it, it's kind of like this podcast. Once we start it, we can't stop. We may
Once
relax
you
for
go
a
Jew,
time.
nothing else will do.
What?
What?
Sips drink.
Slow.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weighty Topics. Start out there.
Just throw it out there.
This is such a long intro.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weighty Top. 7 words. You can't say 7 words?
I've already said
Nope,
this.
you said them in the
haven't.
wrong
You
order.
said the wrong 6 and then 8 in the wrong order.
Yeah. You did.
Okay. I feel very awkward.
It's
Good.
Put
okay.
into this
It's
position.
okay.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
This is all part of the experience. You got to do it. Otherwise,
Bad stuff will happen.
bad stuff. We're gonna burn your house down.
I don't really care.
What?
We'll crash a deer into your car on purpose once you buy a new one.
No.
Well, she's about to, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Which we could get into if you'd say the intro. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weighty Topics. What's up, guys? I'll walk you through it. You can do it after me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weighty Topics.
I've been put on the spot.
Are-
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weighty Topics.
There it is.
Good enough.
Solid.
All right. So, Simon, you had a topic for us today?
Yeah, kind of. So I was speaking today, and I thought to myself, okay. So I was at the job.
What else is new?
As you are.
Mhm.
And there's another contractor on the job. He's a painter.
Mhm.
And he was an older dude. Now, older dudes, they like to talk.
They do.
They do. Now, they don't always talk fast, but they always talk, and they will keep talking.
I will say sometimes their talk is pretty good. And you
Oh,
can
it's
learn
good
stuff that
talk.
makes sense.
It's fun to talk
Sometimes
to.
it's just
Slow.
noise. But it's not the old dude's fault. It's not
No.
because of old dudes. It's just old dudes like to talk. And if you talk that much, some of what you're going to say is nonsense.
I thought about this, and I said,
Just statistics, probability.
yeah. And I said, how much time do you lose on a job just talking to random people that walk by, other contractors,
We're not gonna
doing
talk about
PR? I spend a lot of time doing it.
I actually don't much because I'm hardly ever in a job by myself. And so usually I'm just the grunt guy doing the work in the background while everybody else is doing the talking.
You know what I hate? When you're doing grunt work and someone's having like a fun conversation.
I know.
And you're missing out because you want to go do actual
but you feel
work.
lazy just standing listening to the
Yeah.
conversation.
And then they might say something to you like, hey, you doing your job? You're not doing your job? I've gotten that a couple times. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I just want to listen to the conversation.
Yeah, that sucks.
But hey. Oh,
So, Dom, what about you?
what's the Panera experience with old people?
And talking on the job.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily okay. The
How
old
much
people
time do you
are
waste? How much
fine.
time do
How
you
much
waste?
time you waste on the
Talking.
job just talking
Yakking.
I personally
Shooting the breeze.
to non-coworkers?
like to other people.
Mumble in the
Yeah.
jumble.
It depends who's there.
I made that up right now.
Nice.
So, like-
Mumble in the jumble.
The jumble mumble.
The jumble
some might
mumble.
it. Sorry, continue.
It depends who comes into Panera Bread. If it's like someone that I know, then depending what my job is currently, then I'll go talk to them.
Does their ethnicity matter?
No.
Yakety yak.
Don't talk back.
Facts. Where is that from?
I don't know. Oh, wait, I have no clue.
Why did we-
Don't talk back.
It's got to be a song.
I think it was like a.
Isn't it in the Sandlot?
Never watched The Sandlot.
What?
I did saw the Sandlot.
You saw
I
it?
don't think it's in there.
How
It's
was
in a
it?
song
Yeah.
that I think is in the Sandlot.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe.
It's been a while, and I
Or the
only saw it
Sandlot
once.
2.
And I don't.
You
They
want?
have a Sandlot too.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
Well,
not
the
sure
kids
what
growing
it was.
up and they go back and face the dog, and the dog is just dead.
This is like It Too. It doesn't work. Oh, you want to know my favorite like little nursery rhyme from a book? There, I think it was the Trumpet and the Swan. Might have been
Mhm.
the Witch of Blackwood Bird Pond, but it's like the something about great green gobs of grimy, greasy gopher guts, little birdie's dirty feet, little wormy's dirty teeth, all in a bowl of blood.
That's definitely not.
That's my mother's newest, tastiest recipe, all in a bowl of blood. That,
That's
It was-
definitely not Trumpet of the Swan.
okay, I never read either of them, but it's probably the Witch
What
of
in the
Blackbird
world?
Pond. I just know it was from one of those because it came in like a 3-pack, and Josie read it and she showed me that poem when I was a kid. Or a song, I guess. But it was creepy. I was like, worms have teeth?
I mean, I guess yeah, they do because
They must.
they eat stuff.
They grunt. Like their whole body is.
Hungry caterpillar all of that.
That's a caterpillar.
You say caterpillar?
No, I said caterpillar.
I know, but
Caterpillar?
caterpillars aren't worms.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
it does.
It does because we were talking about worms.
Earthworms
I wasn't
are
paying
basically
attention.
an earth processor.
You zoned
They
out for it.
still have to. Yes,
We've
they
been
do.
talking for 2 minutes.
They still have to be able to eat things. So yes,
yeah,
they'll have to eat.
They'll probably have teeth.
Do you think
Because it's not like snakes. They don't swallow whole. They chew probably all the way through their
They
body.
probably- well, yeah, it all digests, and they
Yeah.
poop out nice dirt.
Uh-huh.
Dom, how much do you think the little hungry caterpillar actually eats?
Hungry little caterpillar.
Wait, hang
He
on.
only eats like a 1/4 inch hole through everything.
Okay, yeah, but okay, can you name everything the very hungry caterpillar ate? Let me look it
It's a
up.
very hungry
I'm
caterpillar.
gonna quiz you right now. Hang on.
I could
No.
not. Wait, I could not. I could probably name all of them, but I could not name
I
how
can
many
remember
or in
what
which
each
order.
page looks like in the book.
In which order? I could not remember in which order, but I could probably tell you most of what he ate. I just wouldn't be able to tell you the number because I don't remember all the orders.
Okay, wait,
Okay.
hang on 1 second. Let me look it up.
No, there was
Cake.
cake.
There
What
was also pie. There was a
did
cherry pie.
the
Yeah, but
I
did he
remember
eat
seeing
through
Theory?
it?
What do you want?
I believe so.
Because he had cake for dessert on Sunday.
I believe there's pie because I remember looking at it. I literally have pictures of each page in my head.
Oh, you're right. He ate a whole bunch of dessert. It
Right.
wasn't just cake.
Because there was
It
also
was
ice
10.
cream in
It
there,
was
too.
7 desserts. He ate through 7 desserts, and then he ate an ice cream leaf to feel better.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you guys ready?
'Cause you need your
Can you name everything, all 10 pages of what the very
Okay.
hungry caterpillar
Well, I
ate?
know there's 10.
There's 10 minus the leaf.
Okay, well
The
The
leaf,
leaf-
okay, the 11, but
obviously
everyone
the
knows
leaf.
the leaf is
the
11.
leaf.
Okay.
The last day he ate dessert because that's why he ate the leaf to feel better. There was like 10 desserts.
There were several, not 10, but there were several.
7? Is it 7
Wait.
desserts?
There were okay, on this list I'm seeing 3 desserts.
pie.
Pie, cake.
His
Ice cream.
Okay.
for them.
Are you guys guessing all 3 of those?
Yes.
Yes,
Pie,
there's
cake,
pie, cake, and ice cream.
Okay.
Nice.
That is all 3 of the desserts.
Oranges.
No.
Orange. He ate through a whole row of oranges.
No, he didn't.
There was a whole bunch of orange balls
he
on
did.
that page.
He did. Hold up. I was on the wrong page. Hit me again. I got the whole list now. Okay. Okay. Pie, cake, ice cream, 5 oranges.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, calm down. We're good.
He did also eat apples.
Apples plural?
One apple.
He did eat 1 apple.
Isn't there pears in there?
Yeah, there is pears in there.
Is it
There are 3
three?
2 pairs.
2 pairs.
Good job.
2
Nice.
pairs.
2 pairs. Ooh. Next one's kind of hard.
I feel like he ate through a burger, but it doesn't make sense for him to have done that.
Not a burger. Not a burger.
A sandwich, though.
Think about individual components of a sandwich.
He ate through lettuce.
He did not.
He did not. That was
He
just
did
a
not.
leaf.
Tomatoes.
No, but something the same kind of
The
look.
last thing I would put on a sandwich is onions. I
He
don't
didn't
think
eat through
It's
an
not
onion.
onions. It's not
He didn't eat
onions.
an onion.
There are 2 more fruits you haven't named, and then
Did he eat through
Is there kiwi?
no.
pineapple,
Nope.
No.
There is a yellow thing and a green thing on this list, though.
lemons, and limes?
No, those are not the fruits. The
There are
fruit,
fruits?
the 2 fruits you guys have left are
Don't tell us.
no. I'll tell you the
Okay,
colors.
Okay.
The colors. One is like
that doesn't help me.
It does. It does.
one is
though.
like blue, and one is red.
Light blue.
No, it is like a blue. It's a blue. It's a shade of blue.
the only blue is blueberries, but it's not
no,
blueberries.
it's not
'cause he didn't eat the
blueberries.
blue- So it was grapes.
Nope. The other bluish fruit. It's almost purple.
What the hell are you talking about?
You guys will be like, "Oh," once I say it.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what
no,
that is? Okay.
Blue raspberries.
No.
Blue.
Those are
That's a flavor.
Name blue fruits.
There's only blue.
You guys need to
That's
blue
what I'm saying.
meld.
Yo, I'm trying. I'm trying
Don't
to
think
connect-
about blue in the name.
Wait,
Think about blue in the
strawberries?
color. That is the red fruit. Is the
That's the red
strawberries. Yes.
Let me guess. 4 strawberries.
4 strawberries.
Oh,
So you guys are missing the 3.
3 is the
3.
blue one.
Yeah.
Plums.
It is a plum.
It is plums.
There's 3
Dude,
plums.
It is plums. Those aren't
Legendary
blue.
pull. Legendary.
They
They're
might be. They might be blue in the
They're-
picture,
they're
but they're
blue.
purple in real life.
They're purple.
Yeah. They can
Except some variations
depends
are
on
bluish.
depends on how like ripe they are.
That is true.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
normally they're purple.
So you guys are missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more things, and they
What is the category?
none of them. One of them is a fruit.
It's got some vegetables and crap
There's
in there.
another fruit.
There is one more fruit.
You
What
missed a
part is that
fruit.
No, this is not in the first 5 fruits.
Okay.
This is a fruit afterwards.
So it's 1 apple, 2 pears, 3 plums, 4 strawberries, 5 oranges.
Mhm. And then it goes cake, ice cream, blank, blank, blank,
Oh
blank.
yeah, that's right. Because he ate them on the weekend. 6 and 7.
I suppose.
Yeah,
It doesn't
no,
say-
because I remember because
Okay.
he was celebrating the weekend. by
Yeah, on
eating
Friday.
desserts.
Mhm.
No,
Am I
it was
celebrating
actually
the
Saturday,
weekend?
Sunday.
It was. I'm saying Friday for the oranges.
Yes, Friday for the oranges.
He was still hungry.
He was still hungry. Hungry caterpillar.
He ate one of Esther's favorite foods.
Muskrats.
No, but yes, but no.
I don't know. I don't know your sister. But
It is
I
actually
do think
I
that
don't know my
she.
sister
I feel like
either.
I feel like she would eat muskrats.
this
She'd be like,
particular.
muskrats.
She might actually take a bite out of one.
I feel like she's a very chompy kid.
My sister
Yeah.
loves
And I
Panera Bread
don't-
mac and cheese. That is the only thing that comes to my mind.
No, okay. So it's like
Was one of them pasta?
nope.
No.
I feel
Don't
like,
think big meals. Think about like individual things.
Yeah, I know, but I felt like he ate through like
Individual things? Did
different
he
types
eat
of
pizza?
pasta.
No,
across the thing.
no. There. Okay. This one of these things comes standard with almost every burger you will ever
A
get.
pickle.
A pickle.
He ate a pickle.
It was a pickle.
How many pickles does he eat?
Day 8, he ate 1 pickle.
They ate one
Okay.
pickle. Oh, it was the
Could've
big. It was
said
the.
my
it was the
favorite if
big
I would've
pickle.
gotten that.
Oh, excuse me.
It
I
was the.
like-
It was
You
the
also
big
like
pickle.
sushi.
It was the big like pickle.
It was.
But I would think of pickles.
Because I remember the page. I'm thinking.
It was a
I'm thinking
I'm trying to,
solid
like,
I'm trying to
pickle.
picture the
I
book.
have the colors in the pages.
Right,
in my head.
Okay, so what's the page at number 9?
What's
we got
number 9?
1 through
That
8.
was 8.
I don't remember the numbers of the pages. I just have the colors in my head.
There's
Well,
a
the
ye-
color of the page.
There's a yellow thing on
Count
here.
through it.
There's a yellow.
There's a
thing?
yellow
He
thing.
didn't eat a squash
He did not.
because that would be gross.
Who eats squash?
I like
My
squash.
my Hunter side of the family eats a lot of squash.
Really? I
Lot
think
of
it could be
squash.
done right. My family
Summer
doesn't cook
squash and butternut.
Acorn
Butternut's
squash,
good in a lot of
butter
ways.
squash,
Some people hate it.
Acorn's weird.
spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squash is overrated. It's literally just water
It's
and
kind of
yellow
gay,
goop.
honestly. The butternut's the only really actually
Where's
good
the
one.
good with that
Actually, I think pumpkin is the best squash.
Pumpkin is not
No.
squash. It's
Yes,
a berry.
No.
it's in the squash
I'm just
family,
joking, it's
bud.
a
Come
bu-
on.
It's a
That's disgusting.
pumpkin isn't that good by itself.
hate pumpkin.
No,
You gotta
but
have
you know
pumpkin flavored crap.
what? But it's not a bad of the squashes. I don't like any of the
White
squashes
men, you're the
explicitly.
white men.
We are white men, but we don't like pumpkin spice like lattes.
No, that's for you
That's
guys,
disgusting.
white chicks.
Do not put me
Mhm.
in that category.
You are in that category.
You are, though.
White
No.
chicks.
You like
you-
shoes and candles.
I'm
You.
I'm not like other girls.
I like Taylor Swift
like Taylor Swift.
lattes, and I went through a Hello Kitty phase when I was a kid. I'm so different.
Yeah, look at you.
So how many of
Actually
that
prefer
checklist did I go through right there with you?
Don't like Taylor Swift. I preferred strawberry shortcake when I was younger.
Facts.
That's actually legendary poll. Give me
So-
some.
So did
Come
I.
on, come on,
Dude,
real,
so
real.
did I.
Thank you.
Did you ever create new characters for it in your own head?
In your own head. Did you do that?
Val and I actually drew characters.
Yeah. Well, I can't draw.
So
I was gonna.
think there's
I was.
somewhere-
That's not true. You can draw.
I can copy stuff, but I can't draw.
Oh,
like,
not
in my own head.
independently, but you can still copy stuff
Because
pretty well.
it's just analytic. You just that and then that, and it just works fine. But anyway, we almost went so far as to send in a list of names.
Almost.
Almost, but we didn't end up doing it. We were going to, but we couldn't find the mailing address to like the people who were producing it.
Interesting.
We were kids. Don't interesting me after my story.
That was a
I
good
have
story.
a lot of childhood trauma.
So have I. I think more than
I forgot for a second who I was talking to.
Let us wallow in our fake childhood trauma.
I have real childhood trauma.
we both do.
I
You're
don't
the
at
only
all.
one who doesn't.
No, you really
No,
don't.
I
You were told there was an ice cream man in the edge of the field, and that's about all the trauma.
That
you
wasn't
had.
even trauma. That's just funny. But yes,
What were we talking
there's a
about?
yellow thing on the list.
Yellow- Oh, hungry
Hungry,
caterpillar.
very hungry caterpillar.
Very hungry caterpillar. Yeah, it's hungry hippo and the very hungry caterpillar.
Hungry,
Yes.
hungry hippo, solid.
It's a game.
It's a good game. I can mash the hell out of that game. Bam, 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 bam.
I've
We
never
played the
played
game
it.
at kids camp with
Destroy
children.
people. Oh yeah.
So like we put like the play balls I don't know what they're called. Like in a ball
Like the
pit.
the ball pit
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
So we put them in the middle of the sanctuary at this church, and then you have 4 kids.
Oh, you did the
And
whole
they have
thing.
buckets. And they're sitting on a
Yes.
scooter, and they try to like get the
Yes.
biggest balls.
And did you have someone pushing them?
Yep. The counselors push
Mhm.
the kids.
I would just, dude,
So much fun.
pair me with the right kid. Give me someone like ambitious and schizophrenic. Just like a little bit. Get them in the angry face, and you're like, all right, buddy, kill the boss, and you just boom, 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 boom. Those kids will
Exactly.
destroy it for you, man.
Yep. You gotta
That-
get the right kid with
Gotta
just the
get the
right
right
amount
kid.
of
We
crazy in
didn't
his
get to
eyes.
choose the
Mhm.
kids. So our
I hope
Like
you
the
were a good
camp-
counselor with that.
I was the best. My team always got the most balls.
Yeah, buddy.
But
Because it's all about strategy, and you
Right.
throw the kid at the other kids, and he pushes the other kids out of the way,
And then
grabs
you
the
just, on
ball.
the way back, you
the
get like
girls
4.
are paired with the girls, and the guys are paired with the guys. And our camp director has like a jar, so like for the boy campers,
Hold on a second.
boy counselors, and then the same with the girls, vice versa. And then he
Mm-hmm.
I just was
I don't
fixing
know.
my mic.
It's something stereotypically enjoyed by rats and mice.
Cheese.
Cheese. It's cheese.
That was easy.
Yellow.
It's yellow.
Cheese is yellow.
It's stereotypically labeled as yellow, even though most cheeses are
Stereotypically.
actually white or a lighter off-white color.
Toby Jack is the best cheese.
Forget the hungry caterpillar. That
All
was
right,
a
so
thing.
this is our first episode where we kick out a guest.
So Kobe Jack is a mediocre cheese at best. It's like a C. It's not a C minus, not a C plus,
It's
just a C.
No, yeah, you're right.
No.
It's like it's got its place
Uh-huh.
at the bottom of the list. It's
I will
like
still,
if there's
I will still
nothing-
eat it, but
if
it's
there's-
the last option.
Yeah, it's like it's always the last one on the charcuterie board.
No, it's
But you
not.
still
Yes,
clean it
is.
out.
You clean it out, but
You
it's
clean
last.
it out, but it's the last one.
No.
Yes, yes.
What do you like?
What's your
eating
what? Is that
things
your
without
favorite cheese?
flavor?
No, it's not my favorite.
What's your favorite cheese?
I like mozzarella cheese.
Okay,
Okay,
better than I was
solid,
expecting.
solid
What's your
pick.
second favorite cheese?
Kobe Jack.
What's your third favorite cheese?
You better-
Parmesan is pretty good.
Uh,
I
Good.
really like
Fire.
eating
If you ever say American on this list,
I don't like
American's
American
not
cheese.
I'll
cheese.
kill you.
It's
it's not. It's not a cheese. It
It's-
doesn't deserve to be on a cheese list.
it is because it's
White American is better than the orange.
well
American.
obviously, but
yeah,
it doesn't
but it's
make
not.
it cheese
It's not a good cheese
because they homogenize the lactose with like soybean oil or some crap.
not good.
It's literally not actually made out of dairy.
It's not made.
They homogenize all kinds of random
It's
oils
not
and fats
aged.
together to get the cheese texture, but it's not actually cheese.
This is why we hate America. But what is one of the best cheeses? A sharp cheddar.
Facts.
A New York sharp cheddar is such a solid cheese. Put that on
Always
anything.
consistently good.
Consistently delicious. Swiss,
Swiss,
not
Swiss
bad
ha-
cheese.
has
Not
its place.
bad. It's got a good flavor. It's unique.
It has its place because it's such a unique flavor.
Mhm.
We're gonna do a cheese day
We
podcast. It's June 22nd or some crap like that.
we're gonna
It's
do.
not June. Isn't it January?
That's international.
That's
Cheese
different.
Day.
Right.
This is National
We've
Cheese
had
Day.
a conversation about this.
We have. It's the June 20. It's January 22nd, but it's like June 7th or something for National Cheese Day. Look it up.
Opinions
Hungry
on
Hungry Caterpillar. Was that day 9?
Mhm.
Was the cheese?
Mhm.
And then day 10 was
what was
ice
day 10?
cream.
No, wait, no,
Yeah, it was ice
no.
cream.
Cake and ice cream are back to
June
back.
4th.
Okay, then it was the pie.
The pie is actually 9, 10, 11, 9, 12. Pie
12.
Is, pie is
How
12.
are there more than?
Pie is 12.
Did he go through 2 full weeks of eating?
It would
How many?
it would appear so. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days plus
Okay,
the leaf.
15 days plus the leaf.
16.
The leaf was on the 15th day. though.
It might have been the same day as the last one.
It was. He felt grossed out, and so he ate
I would feel grossed out too.
to feel better. Okay.
I could eat one of all these things and be fine.
Yeah, but could you eat 15 of the last thing and
You-
still feel fine?
1000%.
Is that cookies?
Something that you and I and Seth wiped out one day at your house.
Cheese and crackers.
A whole board full of it, and they had to refill it and tell us explicitly not to eat it.
That could be so many things.
No,
dude.
this is a good summer snack.
Watermelon,
It's watermelon
watermelon.
Why
It's
did you put that in with the
watermelon.
fruit?
because I wasn't in the first 5 fruits. It was the last fruit.
Okay.
They got a helmets
Still
on their heads, but I got a watermelon instead. Vine lives on in our hearts.
Crackhead Vine was the peak
was so
internet, dude. Anyway.
TikTok can get lost.
Okay,
Vine
but
was where it's at.
Crackhead TikToks are close.
They're not bad. It's just that Vine was better.
Fire.
Classic.
Okay, so we got 1 through 9.
Yep.
15
Yep.
and 12.
Yep.
All right, let me.
You just need 10, 11, and 13
Okay.
and 14.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday,
Okay,
Tuesday,
2 of these
Wednesday,
are in the
Thursday,
same family
Friday.
of foods.
Saturday is 1, 2, 13, 12, 13.
What type of family?
Okay,
Okay,
so 13 is also a dessert because it's on the weekend.
Desserts already.
We got 3 desserts
There-
or 4 because it's 2
hang on.
weekends.
11 could be considered.
Did he eat cookies?
No. 11 could be considered a sweet thing. Actually, it is a sweet thing.
Popsicles.
I wouldn't consider
Oh,
a food.
he did eat popsicles.
Not a popsicle.
He didn't eat a popsicle?
Not a popsicle.
Not at all?
Very close to a popsicle, but not a popsicle.
An ice cream sandwich?
Nope.
A
Close to
close to a popsicle.
Close to popsicle, not frozen.
Juice?
Jello?
No, it's not. It's not necessarily fruity either.
Yeah, I guess popsicles aren't either, but like not frozen.
What is the
Popsicles
what is
do
the
you
general
eat?
format of a popsicle? Like what are what's
ice?
defining features of a popsicle?
Fruit and
minus
ice.
Sugar.
The,
Fruit,
the format.
juice, ice, and sugar.
The format of the popsicle.
It's frozen.
Tombstone shaped. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for sweet
Stick lollipop.
lollipop. See right there, lollipop's number
The,
number 11.
the defining feature of is not a stick.
It's the stick.
It's not a stick.
It's the stick. You can't have a popsicle that's just a cube of frozen. That's not a popsicle. You
No.
need a stick.
But you
No.
can't have a
That is the
popsicle with a
defining
stick because if
feature
it's
of-
not frozen, it's a lollipop. So that's what I'm saying. The defining feature of a popsicle is
Actually,
frozen.
I said like a
do
popsicle in the same
freeze
format as a
lollipops,
popsicle. The
Mhm.
format.
Depending on like how you make the lollipops, you do have to freeze them.
Yeah, but you don't serve them frozen.
No.
That's true.
And the thing is like the format of these things is with the stick.
Okay,
That is the format. That's
is,
what I
but
said.
that's not. It's not the
I
defining
said in the
feature.
same idea, the format. We can argue about
All right,
that.
maybe
later.
I miscounted.
We got it. We
Anyway,
got number
we got
10.
10. Number 10.
Number 10 and number 13 are both meat products.
He ate it.
Pepperoni.
Mm.
Sausage.
Oh, we got sausage at 13 and something very similar to
Yeah, I do
sausage.
remember summer sausage sliced up
Yeah.
across the page.
That's actually the other one.
Is summer sausage?
No, but it's
There's not pepperoni.
it's something very akin to summer sausage
Hot dog.
to sausage in general. It has a casing. People slice it up.
Head cheese.
Mm-mm. It's very specific, similar to pepperoni.
Pepperoni sausage. Salami.
Salami.
Salami is number 10.
Is number 10.
And number 15 is
Watermelon.
Watermelon, we already
Number
did that.
14. Grain
Was
product.
grain product.
Plain Bread.
But it's just a loaf of bread.
No.
Cake?
One might call it a fattening snack.
We already said cookies.
It's not a cookie.
Is it shortbread?
No.
Is it?
Cheesecake.
That's
No,
not.
that's
That's not grain.
Would you
Like,
call that
besides
grain
graham.
bread?
technically the
Graham crackers.
Grain Fred. Grain. What? Wait.
what?
What? Anyways,
Is it a side of ham?
it is not a side of ham. This is a grain product.
I know you said that, but then you said grain fed, and it made me think that maybe you were talking about it weirdly.
That would
And
be
then
funny
also
if I
you were-
called like a cow or something grain product because it eats grain.
Well, I was thinking because then you said a fattening product, and we had this whole thing, I guess 2 episodes ago, about the fact that pork has so much fat in it, and it's not lean meat.
That was retarded that they called it a lean meat. So stupid.
Come on, back us up here, Dom.
we need
You
one
know
more.
it.
One more.
Dom, weigh in on this discussion. Opinions podcast is the perfect
I
place
feel
for
like I told
opinions.
you my opinions the day in the truck.
That
You
doesn't
didn't.
matter.
You didn't.
You got to
just
say it
kinda
on the
laughed in
cast.
back.
Even if you say it, you got to say it on the cast.
you laughed in the back, that's not an
I
opinion.
feel like my opinion would be that my family eats pork, but I don't potentially like pork.
That wasn't is pork a fatty meat or is it lean?
It's a fatty meat.
Exactly. It's got
Exactly.
so much fat marbled in it.
'Cause
It's not lean.
gross.
Yeah, okay, that's beside the point. It's not lean.
is gross?
Yes and
Oh,
Let's
she
talk
already
about
at first. That's judgmental.
Gorgoth the Destroyer.
Gorlock the Destroyer.
Do you potentially find Gorlock the Destroyer attractive?
do not know who you're talking about.
Pull up the footage. So, fun fact: Gorlock the Destroyer, also known as Gorlock the Dismal or Gorlock the Atrocious, is
the Eater of Worlds.
the Eater of
Devourer
Worlds.
of Cosmos.
is the name the internet gave to this really fat trans dude who
Facts.
decided he wanted to be a chick, and it's a
Facts.
horrible chick, and it's ugly as hell. He actually has a perfectly round face. So round that British scientists use it to calibrate their instruments.
There's a Instagram account
Dedicated.
dedicated to Gorlock the Destroyer, and the
Open it
tagline
up.
is, "Hi, I'm Gorlock the Destroyer. I'm 22, and I like to feast on the flesh of my enemies."
Is the most unattractive person you've ever seen.
Okay, this is what we're dealing.
That's
with.
what you're dealing with.
Oh, I feel like I've seen them on
Oh no,
Reels.
you've totally seen them on Reels. Reels is where they do most of their work.
That's where he really preys upon retards.
It's all reposts.
Yeah.
Hate clowning on him.
'Cause
But
he's
anyway,
the
no.
worst.
This right here. This was the podcast where she said that he said
It's
it
a
said
dude.
yes. It said where it said
Yeah.
it could get any man that it wants.
Your thoughts on this?
I have no comments.
Comments. Comment. Opinion.
this dude.
Podcasts are the the perfect
Free
place for
speech.
opinions. Why do you think two white guys like me and Simeon got together and started a podcast? Because the world needs more opinions in it.
more opinions from two white dudes?
You don't need them like that close to your mouth.
It's our same distance here.
It is, but it's not pointed directly at your mouth.
At this point, I can't figure it out, so I'm just gonna stay
Just-
here.
Oh. Anyway.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Very hungry caterpillar. You got one left.
Fatty. Fattening grain product.
Fattening grain product. Comfort food. People often cut these in half and eat them. And your dad is whacked because he likes the bottom half more.
Cupcakes?
Muffins?
It's a
Oh,
muffin.
it's a muffin.
It's a
That's-
muffin.
That's fattening, though.
Oh, they say it's a cupcake,
Your
but
father
that
eats
thing's
the
a muffin.
bottom of a muffin?
He likes
I
the
didn't
bottoms.
know about this.
Really?
I don't know about
He
this.
prefers the bottoms.
The tops
That's-
are the better
The tops are the
part.
better
Okay,
half.
I agree with everything you're saying. I want you to know that whatever delusions he has is not hereditary.
Good.
In that aspect.
Good. You know, you cut them up, you toast them, put them in a pan.
Pan toasted
Pan-toasted
muffins
muffins.
are the best thing.
You butter them up.
You butter
and it's
them up.
just like a soft, saturated butter
you
filled.
butter before you
delicious.
pan toast them.
Do you really?
Yes.
You fry them in butter. and
Oh,
then
you
put a
fry them.
pat-
Yes,
pat
that's
on
true.
top.
You fry them in
Double
butter.
Of course.
Okay, I'm not a Dano, so you don't need the second, but the second is nice.
The second is nice.
Okay.
And depending
I
on
will
the
have to
Dano,
try
you
it.
will put more or less.
Cut it in half because you can because
I'm gonna tell Dad about
Nate,
that.
you know it's really just it's the Robidoux. It's the Robidoux.
it probably is because I have
Because-
Dano in me.
It's the Dano isn't really inclined to that. My dad doesn't do that. My mom doubles up.
And Abigail definitely likes. her
Oh,
butter.
she doubles up.
Although
So does Auntie Michelle.
Beth
I love
really like
She's a big butter.
So that's why we kind of think it's the Dano.
Oh,
side,
could be,
too.
could be. Or it could just be
What about Auntie
individual thing. Well, she was a big baker, not a vapor.
Yeah, but does she like a lot of butter, like an extravagant and exorbitant?
Here's
amount?
where I don't know, because in the past couple of years she's been like dieting and doing the intermittent fasting thing, so she hasn't really been on a whole lot of anything. So I don't
Okay,
know.
okay. What about the Dano side?
Daniel said my dad
My mom liked butter, but not to the same degree that you guys do.
it depends on the person. Like once again, sometimes exorbitant, but I have definitely I am in the guilty category. I'd like to mention.
Yeah, yeah, you are.
Oh yeah, big time. I like teeth marks in the butter.
Yeah.
You know, it actually.
He chooses pat over spread sometimes.
Oh, I do. No, my dad does that too because it's faster.
Okay, but
You
like,
do like 3 pats, and you keep them thin.
but you don't keep it thin. Yours are like
Yeah, because
yours
I
are
don't
like
care.
an eighth of an inch.
I ain't got
dude.
time.
Eighth of an inch,
I got-
quarter inch.
It's not a
just-
quarter inch. We talk quarter inch. Sometimes it's an eighth though. That's a really thick pat. I do like half of that.
That's an eighth inch.
It's probably closer
Okay.
to an eighth.
You got a good eighth of butter across
I like
the entire
sticking
top.
eighth to a 16th is good. Well, usually I put like 2-3 pats on, and then I just like leave a lot of empty space. Sometimes 3-4 pats, and just eat it.
Okay.
Away she goes.
I do enjoy butter, but it's kind of like it's a condiment. It's not a dipping sauce. It's a condiment. You know what I
Could
mean?
be a
You know
dipping
the distinction I'm drawing though,
Yes.
where like condiments are to enhance the flavor, and like dipping sauces are the flavor that you're using, that whatever you're dipping.
I can see
to.
that. Yeah.
Okay, and you guys like it more of a dipping sauce,
Mhm.
and that's fine, I guess. If you want to spend all that money on butter.
Butter's getting expensive. You seen the price on
Everything's
eggs
getting
too?
Oh yeah, you know why
Eggs
that
are
is?
crazy. Yeah,
Bird flu.
the bird flu.
It wasn't. No, I'm just kidding.
Mm.
I have no conspiracy theories about
Trust me, my mom has no shortage.
it.
I can hear about
I believe
this.
that. Did we ever end up doing a conspiracy theory episode?
We-
No, we cut it.
We cut it
We
because
cut
it was trash.
It was trash.
Love conspiracy theories.
What's your favorite conspiracy?
I think out of all of them would be probably about the Titanic.
What
Which
do you
one?
think happened to the Titanic?
The mummy's curse?
What?
Well, there's a mummy on board. And
I have not heard that
It
one.
was supposedly one of the cursed mummies too.
I've not heard that one
And
yet.
that's why it killed Astor, who owned it, and everybody else on the Titanic.
Interesting.
Not a conspiracy theory, really. But that was the only thing that I
I've
can think
never
about when
heard
you
that
talk about the
one.
Titanic.
What's the conspiracy theory you
Yeah.
personally have about the Titanic?
There's a fire on the Titanic before it set sail, and someone knew about it but didn't tell anyone.
I think that's actually a fact.
Yeah, that's just
That's
a
a
fact.
fact
That's not a conspiracy theory. That's just a fact that they covered up
that they covered up for a
Which
while.
is stupid.
for no reason. At this
There's
point, there's
also
no reason.
another fact that there was supposed to be more lifeboats on the Titanic,
And they removed
but like
them,
the
yeah.
one person didn't think that it was like pretty.
Yeah,
to have them,
JJ
so they removed it.
Star or whatever his name was.
The same guy who designed it.
Yeah. Well, he was the head of the company. He was all like, it ruins the lines or some crap. And
Designers
guess
ruining
what?
practicality
He actually
since
survived.
1912.
He was on the boat and he survived.
Really?
Yeah. He felt extremely guilty, and I think he might have committed suicide.
Good for him. That's so wrong.
However, did you know they know whether Titanic is, and they could totally send more people down because we have the technology to do it.
It's
Oh, yeah.
There's no reason for us to.
it's also not very deep.
It's not very deep.
It's
no.
really not. Like
It took us a while to find it, but it was because no one was looking. If people were looking,
knew the path roughly.
yeah, we knew the path, and so we knew it drifted a little bit, but like we knew about where it was because of where it was supposed to be, and then people just weren't looking. No one cared. The governments didn't care, and so it took private parties, and it cost a lot more money.
Yeah.
But that's why we found it so quickly as soon as somebody started looking. As soon as he could get funding for like sonar and stuff, he found it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that far
hard.
down.
It's not that far down, and it's like, oh, we found the Titanic. We just started looking, and then we found it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because nobody was looking. What year did the Titanic sink?
1912,
1912. What year did World War I start?
14,
1914. When did it end?
19.
Oh, 1919.
Yeah.
1918. Close.
Was the armistice signed like December or something like that? So
It was close.
The actual day that it came into effect, I think, was January 11th, 1919. If I remember,
We can look that
correctly.
up, but as far as I know, it's 14 to 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right, because it was 4 years, but it just killed a lot of people.
It did. It killed.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it did kill a lot of people.
Between that
Wars do that.
and World War II, the entirety of 2 generations of men in Europe died.
Good thing we're not
Pretty much.
European. Yeah, buddy. Don, were you European?
What?
Stop zoning out.
Zoner. Zoomer zoner. You got to zone in.
Zone in.
Zone-
Lock
lock-
in.
lock
Lock
in.
in. Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed Martin.
Boeing.
Twin Towers.
Hell yeah.
That's a conspiracy. Inside job.
All right. So your
1000%.
favorite is the fire on the Titanic. That's your favorite
There's a
conspiracy
lot
theory?
of different other things about.
Was the moon
The
landing
Titanic-
faked?
The Titanic was just
The
due
Titanic.
to
really,
Complete
really
human
poor
ineptitude.
prep. Yeah,
And
Human
Stupidity.
ineptitude
yeah.
due to errors and
And Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's be real. That guy had an issue.
premarital sex gets you at the bottom of the ocean.
Big problem. This is what happens when you're doing
what
an
happens.
art project. Let the record show I'm putting in air quotes. Art project
Yeah.
on the Titanic. Yep.
Yeah. When you're doing your art project.
Yeah, when you're doing your art project. So,
He should have stuck to painting.
should have stuck to painting.
He sunk the whole Titanic.
That's his
Can you
fault.
believe that?
I think it's all his fault.
I'm pretty sure
I
it is.
do. Also,
Dude.
why do people say he was like good looking when he was younger? Leonardo DiCaprio, hot take, has always been ugly.
I will say Leonardo DiCaprio has aged like fine wine.
He has
He's gotten better.
He has aged well, and yeah, he has gotten better, but he is not good.
At the point of the Titanic, he had bulgy eyes and weird face
Yep.
shape.
Brad Pitt, solid looking.
Can
dude.
you lie? can you look me in the eyes and lie and tell me I'm it is not true?
I mean, with some points, like there were some points where he did look like decent. Not gonna be like one of those girls like, oh my gosh, she was so hot. It was more of a
He aged.
he
As
looked
he aged, he
fine.
got better.
right. Younger years, I don't know. People are crazy.
Okay.
You know, it's who has never looked bad. Johnny Depp.
Facts.
Johnny
dude.
Depp has never looked bad.
Never looked bad. He's gone through some weird phases where he looks
He
like
just kind of is weird in the
Yeah.
best way.
yeah, but he looks a little. He looks like not my style, but he's never looked bad.
Right, but it's his style and
Yeah.
he rocks it. That's his thing.
Are you texting
She's
while
zoning.
we're podcasting?
She's zoning out.
Are you
He asked-
texting?
Okay, so I asked Dad if he could buy muffins. He said no, not if the muffins is a dog or a cat or some other animal.
Tell him it's a fat rodent with extra cake on top.
Extra cake.
It's a squirrely little mess with extra cake on top. Tell him that exact words.
And then bake like really sloppy cupcakes or muffins or whatever.
And then tell him. Yeah, no, that just never mind. I'm gonna go weird places with that.
Yeah, we're just kind of where things go.
Yeah, but this was a little weirder than I would like to go.
It's like you're trying to take an analogy and it's just not.
No, it's just turning sexual.
We never finished the Hungry Caterpillar.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
What
It
the
was
last
muffins, cupcake,
One?
whatever.
Muffin was the last one?
Well, it was not the last one in the book, but it was the last one you had to guess.
Last one we had to guess.
Okay.
So let me see if I can name it right off the bat here.
There we go.
Right off the dome.
Off the dome
Here we go. Ready?
freestyle.
Apples.
Yep.
We got pears.
One apple.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Apple, pears,
Plum. Strawberry.
Yep.
Oranges.
That's right.
Cake is next.
Yes.
And then ice cream.
Then ice cream.
And then we got pickle,
Mm-hmm.
which is a weird choice for. I know you do.
Bro, at Panera, we got the pickle bucket. Look, like the first pickle out of the
She's
bucket
eating pickles
is
out of the
the best.
You're
Is
a
that like drinking
pickle
milk out of the
ever.
carton, though?
you're a barbarian.
Yes. I've never had milk out of a carton, but
I don't like milk, but is that? Well, I'm just saying, is it the same part? Is it like barbaric to eat pickles out of the bucket?
It is the best feeling.
like
You're a barbarian.
Is it all? Is it like standing in your boxers at the fridge at 3 a.m. drinking milk out of the carton with the light of the fridge being the only light in the kitchen?
If you've never done that, you actually haven't lived. It's pretty awesome. You feel exposed and you don't care. It's just I
Is it
need
the
this
same feeling?
right now.
Because I
I've
know what
never
that feeling is
been-
because I've drank iced
Okay,
tea. Out
okay.
of the,
Let me-
I don't like milk, but I've drank iced tea out of the fridge, standing in my boxers.
raspberry lemonade out of the refrigerator.
Raspberry
at,
iced
like,
tea, dude.
2 a.m.
Best feeling in the
I will say,
summer.
dude, Simeon.
Yeah.
After a workout,
Mhm.
gallon of iced tea,
You go full gallon?
full gallon, and you don't drink it all at once, and you can save some for like a later. But
Yeah.
like, you just pull it off the shelf, check out, go, just like all the drive home, and then you just like,
A gallon though.
yeah, drink from the full
Do you-
gallon.
What type of iced tea?
Usually raspberry,
Like, what's the
What brand?
store brand,
Which one?
whatever store you're at.
Right. So like do you get like the gallon jug or do you
It's got to have a handle.
It's got to have a handle, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. So usually I get the Arizona gallon at like Price Chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
get a full
you just
gallon.
grab the random iced tea. Raspberry's always solid. It might not be good, but it's at least solid. And you're thirsty. You're tired. You just sweat a whole bunch,
Mhm.
and you just chug the electrolytes and the sugar, dude. That's the way to go.
Sometimes. I like myself.
And then
a
you do it on the way
good-
home, and it feels good.
You know, sometimes to fill the void, I slam a seltzer. I'll get like a half liter seltzer. Slam
You
that.
slam a half.
Yeah,
half
I do.
liter?
Because honestly, like fizzy stuff
Carbonation,
helps you feel full for a little bit.
It does.
You burp for like 10 minutes on off. And so you get two. You get like the half liter of seltzer, and then you get like a vitamin water or something for flavor. Yeah, one for effect, one for flavor.
All right.
And
all
you
right.
just kind of, fill the void and
All right.
wait
I
to go
always,
home.
I don't know. Something about iced tea always does it for me. Just cold
It's
out of the
thirst
fridge.
quenching. It's thirst
And you
quenching.
can do it at gas stations too. That's
That's
the
my
good thing.
go-to is the
That's
gas
good thing,
station.
is you just hit the gas station or hit the random store on your way home, run in, grab the gallon. It's the only thing you're checking out. They look at you a little strange because it's 10:30.
You know why they look at you a little strange?
Because it's 10:30 at night.
'Cause
And you're
10:30
buying
at
a
night.
gallon of raspberry
And they-
iced tea.
They pretend like they don't do that.
That's
They know they do. You know that.
but at that point you don't care. It's whatever.
You
You,
don't
just
care.
grab it and you do it. and
They
you're
have
like,
no
"Hi."
right to judge you. They're working at a gas station.
All right, that's a little harsh.
Whoa. It just means they've seen a lot worse.
Okay. There
That's
we
what
go.
I mean.
There we go.
Like,
That's
okay,
fair.
the worst thing they've seen that night is not somebody who's had a gallon of iced tea
At 10:30 at night,
at 10:30 at night. Like, how many weirdos go into gas stations?
all of them.
All of them, because it's like the cheapest way they can get anything.
That's true.
You know what I
Or
mean?
it's a good place to loiter.
Loiter Central.
That's true.
You see Chestnut Street,
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
Stewart's gets some.
and that's the skirts. To, like
That's on
Speedway or
Oneida.
Valero, dude.
Those get the.
Valero is so sketchy.
I will never go to a Valero.
I have been
unless-
in that Valero.
It's horrible.
They have nothing in there.
It's horrible.
They
It's
just don't have anything in there. It's not a convenience store. Always go to the Speedway. If you're on Chestnut and you need something real quick, go to the Speedway. Or if you need something like actually, there's literally a Family Dollar right across the street
yeah. I'll even
in Table Rock Plaza there.
Mhm.
yeah. Honestly,
It's
if
slept on. No one knows it's there,
if
but
I'm,
it's
which one?
Family Dollar.
The
It's what-
Family Dollar.
yeah.
Yeah.
No one knows it's there because
Honestly,
it's way off in the end.
If I'm already there, I might as well just go to the Stewart's. I don't know how to.
That's true. It
Because
has,
it's like it's already close and it's way better.
right now, yeah, but it didn't used to be.
When
there,
it didn't used to be
Speedway.
100% Speedway,
Uh,
because it was
yeah.
the next best thing, like better prices than Rapido and about the same quality of
What's
things.
the gas station near the church?
Is it a Quick Trip? It's
On Main?
quick on Chestnut.
it's not
Um,
Chestnut, but it's near
It's like right.
Academy
The-
or-
It's right
the-
on the corner of Academy and Chestnut.
The Apple Mart or whatever it
No,
is.
they
It's-
always
no.
call it the Red Apple.
It's the
I
green.
think it used to be Red Apple, but I think they changed
It's
it.
changed. It's like a quick something now.
It's
it has a
is it
KW.
Quick
in
Trip?
it.
Quick gas, quick fuel.
Quick gas sounds right. It's not a Quick Trip. Quick Trip is like red.
If we wanted snacks for youth group, we would all walk down there and get a whole bunch of snacks and come up.
That
I
I've
haven't
never
been
been
there.
in there.
Call
Yeah.
us the church kids.
I I filled up gas tanks there a couple times
How
because
was
it's right in town there, and you
Prices
just
are
hop
okay?
by and when you're doing and you're doing lawns or whatever. It's just same as anywhere else.
Right.
But I've never been inside there.
Right now, Stewart's is about
We got energy drinks
6 cents
Sugar.
cheaper.
and ice cream.
That sounds like a gas station.
Gas station things. Slept on gas station item. Ice cream sandwiches. Not the classic ice cream sandwich. They're like cookie sandwiches.
Oh, the cookie sandwiches.
cookie
like the
sandwiches.
Hershey's strawberry ones.
I don't get this. Those aren't bad.
Those are
honestly.
weird.
But
I will say the
I
crumble
prefer
on those
like
are
the chocolate chip cookie.
Dom, you're making some
vanilla.
faces. Let your opinions be known, Dom. Spread it.
Tell people.
That sounds disgusting.
It is pretty gross.
Everything you're
It
describing.
tastes like soggy cardboard with a strawberry tweet tweet on top,
That's
It-
kind of gross.
and it's got like cardboard dust all over it. It's so gross.
That's for flavor.
but but sometimes you're in the mood for ice cream, and it's all the gas stations got.
yeah.
What's the matter, doggy?
Eat something else.
What? This is not my dog either. This is not my house. This is not my dog. This is not any of our houses or dogs. And I don't know the people who own this house. I will just say that right now on this podcast. I acquired the key, and now we're recording a podcast here.
Ain't nobody gotta know.
They're gonna know when this podcast
Yep.
comes out.
If they listen to it.
The people who own this house definitely do not listen to this podcast.
Do they listen to any podcasts?
I have no idea because I've never met them.
Thanks.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
what were we talking about before we got all sidetracked?
That was this entire conversation.
Okay, slept on gas station snack.
Oh yeah, there's some good ones.
Okay, everybody looks at me like I'm insane because it is just toxic waste, and it is,
It is
and it tastes like it too.
hot Cheetos.
But no, well, those are gross. I don't like Cheetos. I don't like Cheetos.
I agree with you. They're horrible. I kind of like them.
It's like me and the ice cream sandwiches. Yeah. No, but the those, oh, I forget what they call them. Those thingies where they're like the, I can picture the bag.
Can you describe it?
So it's like a white bag with like red font,
Okay.
and it's those like pretzel bites with like the random cheesy type of combos, dude. Yeah,
Combos. So
Combos,
solid.
solid.
What's the go-to combo
All
flavor?
right, so usually pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza is the best. Is the best combo.
Cheddar
flavor.
cheese is good.
Classic cheddar. The blue cheese one I really like, but I know you don't like blue cheese.
I'm willing to try it because I've been discovering that I like things that blue cheese is in. I just don't like blue cheese.
Like the actual. You don't mind the taste. It's the texture.
No, I don't like
Really?
the taste.
Okay.
Like
A
the
lot of-
strong,
a lot of
strong
people-
moldy taste. Just strong. I don't like a lot of strong cheeses really. Not strong cheeses like cheddar or Parmesan or something
Right.
like that. But strong cheeses like brie or
Right.
sock cheeses.
Dom, what do you think of blue cheese? You're a blue cheese fan? Right.
No, I hate blue cheese. Blue
That's a
cheese
little
is
harsh.
gross.
It's still cheese.
It's not the worst.
No,
It's actually
gross.
real cheese. It's better than
Moldy
American.
cheese is
It is.
disgusting.
It is.
It is
I will
mold.
not do it. It's disgusting.
But you know what? You know what?
It's
ends
the
up-
same
you know what-
thoughts. Like,
you know
I
what
won't
cheese
eat
is. You know what cheese is,
mushrooms.
right? Cheese is just sour milk.
Right. I'm okay. Technically, lactose intolerant, so I don't eat it as much.
Cheese or
you
milk?
just ate cheese.
Because it was on pizza.
Oh yeah, excuse me. The excuse is that it
That's
was
like
on
my
pizza.
sister. She's allergic to peppers, and she says that if she eats enough peppers, her mouth and throat start to close up, and then she continues to eat peppers. And I'm like,
Don't do
Is
it.
this bell peppers?
Love bell peppers.
that's what
Best
she says.
snack,
That's what she
just
says. She's
over-
all
Raw bell peppers are addictive to eat.
Yes.
Actually,
they're addictive, but I don't like them.
They're
Really?
And
so
I'm
good.
also allergic, but I'm allergic in a different way. I get gastrointestinal.
Oh,
distress.
okay. That don't stop. I will munch it. If you give me a bowl of those, like
Well,
kinda
I don't.
sliced
I
up,
don't really.
I would eat
I mean, I don't. I don't
It's-
mind them, but I don't. I'm not a huge.
there's
fan of
really
them, so I
there's
don't
really
care.
not a whole lot of flavor,
I
and
just
kind of
don't eat
like watermelon, mostly water, and
Okay,
you just kind of crunch
Good
them.
watermelon is really good. Most watermelon is like
Mediocre.
it's
But
mediocre.
you're thirsty and hungry on a hot summer day, you'll eat a whole watermelon.
Yeah.
And it's casual.
Yeah, for sure. Because you just start eating, and then you realize you're 4 slices in, and you're like, might as well have a fifth, and then you end up having a
And-
10th, and
And
you're like, okay,
you do it with two friends with a conversation, the whole melon's gone.
oh yeah, for sure.
I ate the whole plate.
My
the
friend
whole-
and I will just cut the watermelon in half. We'll both have our each half.
Oh
and we'll just
yeah,
eat it
yeah,
first.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Oh, with a spoon.
Oh,
That's a little.
Because you have the thing. We're being lazy.
you're being civilized. What you're being lazy would be to actually
No, you gotta cut the wedges. I don't care if you're
cut
eating.
the wedges.
No, that's such a process.
It's not.
It's
though.
not. You go chop,
chop,
bam, bam.
Then you two have halves, and you can cut your own half if
Yeah.
you want, and then you go chomp, chomp into quarters.
Yeah, that already
and
happened.
then you go dink,
I don't think
Chick,
that's
chick,
how
chick,
I've
chick, chick, chick,
ever
chick,
cut.
chick, 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 chick,
I'll
chick.
show you how fast it is, and I'll bet you if I slice it up,
I feel like when we cut a watermelon, you cut it in half,
What are you cutting
and
into
then you
cookie
Shut up.
size, like cookie rounds? Just-
yeah,
and then you break it in half, and you from the inside like a weirdo or
you look
something.
like you eat pizza like a cookie, just because it's easier.
I don't know what I'm trying to describe, but it's just bizarre, and that's what I'm going for.
Okay, so you got half the watermelon,
Yeah.
right? We cut it this way, and then we cut it this way, so
Yeah.
they're like little cubes.
That's fine.
That's that's a lot of
normally
work.
How we do it at like youth group or any like
Well, that's
social
yeah,
event.
that's because you gotta cut your pizza slices into this big,
You gotta get it to a
No,
science.
what I'm talking
right?
about when you eat it for like food
actual food.
or like it's a family gathering or
Yeah.
barbecue or something. You don't what you
makes
do.
them into
so,
tiny little balls.
so you have your she melon balls it. Great, wonderful.
yeah,
That takes so long.
so
Why?
much work.
I
Why?
don't
All right,
do
so you
it, I
have your
just
half
eat
of
it.
melon like this,
And your
right?
melon's right there.
And you cut it in half.
Right. So now you got two halves
So now
laying
you got
down.
two halves, or you can cut it again and you just get into
Some
quarters
people
right away.
do, but quarters are best because you
Quarters
go.
are good because you get the good slices.
But it's the same thing anyway.
Okay, so this is the stem right here, and this is your half of melon. And you cut one here, and you cut one here, or you can turn it on the side and cut it there. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You
It's the same
You
process.
cut it into quarters, and then you take your quarter and lay it so it's stemmed down.
Yep.
And just slice it like you're slicing anything.
It takes no effort because with a somewhat decent knife, it's watermelon. There's no resistance.
It's once you're through the rind,
It's nothing.
It's,
You just go shook shook, and it's down.
and with a sharp-ish knife,
Yeah.
the rind cuts like butter.
Takes nothing.
Okay.
It's so easy.
It's so
and
much
then you get the
faster.
wedges, and it's so much more satisfying to throw a wedge slice.
And you can maximize.
Larry eats them.
Yeah, that they are
like,
edible.
completely.
That checks out.
It also does check out, yes.
Strange child. Your siblings are kind of weird. You know that
I'm aware.
in the best way.
You're kind of weird,
Yeah.
and you're kind of weird,
Yep.
And I'm
you're
kinda
kinda
weird. and our siblings are kind of weird.
That's the kind. Yeah. That's the
They're all
thing.
weird in their own ways.
I told Val the other day. I was like, "Be weird. It's part of being yourself. Don't conform.
Facts.
Be you." And I was like, obviously, don't not change. Make changes that improve things, but don't forego your natural tendencies and personality.
Don't conform to normal just because it's society's normal.
Yeah, she's like, I want to be like other people. I was like, don't be like other people.
Don't be like other people.
you.
People are gross.
People are weird. Be you.
People are weird.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Do I laugh that much on my podcast that you woke up to me laughing?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
even
laugh
know
that
where
loudly.
we were.
No.
I don't even know where I
We
was.
should probably
in
have
the
turned up to
video.
11. I fall asleep with earbuds and I'll accidentally lay on one, so it'll have like the heat
And
sensor will go all the way to the top, and I won't wake up. But when I do
No, I
wake up,
didn't
it's
have
like at
it in my
11.
earbuds.
Oh,
Because at this point, I just take out my earbuds
Do wired.
and then
Wired earbuds.
I should get some wired.
because
well, I
then you
have
can
my
just.
phone charging at night.
Yeah. Oh. No. You don't have a headphone jack?
I don't think so.
Get yourself a Duo. One that has
Yeah, you can do that.
charging and wire port.
Yeah, you
Because,
don't. You
um,
just have.
Yeah, most of the new Samsungs don't either. Started with Apple.
Apple's a
Disease that
problem.
spread.
She designed her Samsung to be like an Apple.
Oh
so
my God.
stupid. Be
Okay.
either you're
This
in or
is
you're
a
out.
lot
Okay.
more changes.
This is a
We're-
Confederate Yankee in King Arthur's court.
Back to the thing because wired headphones. Because I always lose my Bluetooth headphones if I sleep in them.
I
They always
touch
fall
like
out.
regular headphones.
Nay, I got a checklist
like,
of all the spots they fall.
In ear wired headphones. Sleep because what you can do is you can put one in one ear. Because are you a side sleeper?
I'm a whatever.
So you're a
I
side sleeper.
rarely sleep, so when I do sleep,
You're
I
a
don't
sider.
care.
I guarantee you're a side or back
She's
sleeper,
a side sleeper.
and you're probably a side sleeper. Most people are. Only freaks
so
are.
I start on like my stomach as I'm like holding the pillow, and then I wake up on my side.
Exactly. You're a side
You're a
sleeper.
side sleeper. That is
Because I guarantee, as you start to fall asleep, you don't stay in your stomach. You kind of inch over onto your side to get your head out of the pillow, because you can't breathe if your head's in the pillow.
Well, I don't ever put my head in the pillow. I'm just like,
I do.
I do too. I know how to breathe with my head in the pillow.
You know, honestly,
You do the whole thing. Rest
the
on the
play.
nose, breathe through the mouth.
Okay,
thing.
here's the play. No, hang on. You got to look at this. So this is the play. You're here, right? I'm laying down, right? Hey, let me turn around so you guys can see. So you're laying down, right? You're here, and what you do is you get your arms around the sides and you kind of scrunch.
Yes.
It's a scrunch kind of to your
Yes,
chest.
it is.
And your whole face isn't on the pillow. It's like half your face. See how
Right.
my head's kind of off?
Right, but I can.
And you're here, and your mouth and your face are fine.
I know how to do this though.
You can do that too because you're just here.
No, like
do that.
straight on. You put it on the bridge of your nose, and then you have a little gap at the bottom.
That's
and
just
you- and
uncomfortable.
You read like this.
The problem is it's just on my nose. I don't like that. I do this all the time.
Okay,
This
so when you're doing this, because that's I assume
right.
that's how you
This
start.
is
Yeah,
the normal.
that is how I start.
Exactly.
But
So
my
you
head's
have
the other
so
way.
you have well, it doesn't
That
matter.
doesn't matter.
You have your wired headphone.
Left
and you
ear,
come up.
left
You just
ear.
put it right there.
Yep.
And you leave the other one dangling.
It can dangle. It can dingle.
And then what happens is you always know where they are tomorrow night. tomorrow morning,
'Cause
when you
they're
wake up,
attached.
'cause they're attached to your phone,
Right.
and they fall out, and your phone can just sit right here,
And you're fine.
and they just fall out because they fall out all the time anyway when
Yeah,
you
but-
roll over on
okay,
it,
So
and then it's just hanging from your phone, and it's all good
I'll
to go
play-
in the morning. And it's also most times you can turn them down lower. So if it's like, because I don't like loud stuff in my ear when I sleep because it's not good,
I do like loud stuff in my ear when I sleep.
you can turn them up
'Cause it-
too.
Like
There's an up and a down.
There is an up and a
Okay.
down. I was just saying, for most people, down is the way to sleep.
So because it's actually bad for you to like have the music that close to your head while you're sleeping.
Well,
So
because
normally
it's
I
just
just
it's
play
it's
the music.
extended. Also, your headphones won't die in the middle of the night, and then you have to charge them in the morning instead of using them. In
Yeah, I
the
run
morning.
into that all
You
the
can
time.
leave them
I'd stop.
charging all day,
Or
and then you can all night, and you can put your wired in, and it's I'm
or
telling
can
you,
just
wired's
play-
the way to go
I
at
gotta
night.
get an adapted one because I really do want to do that.
wired's the way to go at night. If you listen to stuff to fall asleep, wired earbuds.
Way to go.
or you can
No.
just play the music
No.
or play whatever,
No,
and then when you wake up in the middle of the night, it's still playing.
Spoiled child. she who does not share a room.
She does not share a room. She has all the little Apple accessories, but for Samsung. Now, why?
Okay, different topic. Spoiled child. Do you know what it is like growing up when you know the
I am
you know the
aware
first
of how
time?
it's
Do you
growing
okay?
up.
Hang on.
Hang
The
on.
first time I had a room to myself was this summer.
Yeah.
When Seth moved out.
I used to have room to myself. That
First
guy you
ever.
served. Kidding me? My,
First time ever.
I think
That's
the
crazy.
first
Cassie have
He
her
was
own room
20.
right now?
No.
she
Okay.
She had the original.
Yeah,
Own
I know
room.
she had her own
Then
room.
I did. I was like, yes, I finally got some privacy.
And
This
then
is sweet.
your dad kicked your
Then
door down.
Macaria came in and kicked me out. Still
Oh.
kind of mad about it.
Does Josie has her own room now?
She and Cassie split
She and
together.
Cassie, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, last time I knew, I thought Cassie was in the room that you used to have.
that was a while ago.
Okay.
That was before me.
2018.
No, after you. I
is
thought
when
you
I
got
got
kicked
my
out for
own
Cassie
bedroom.
No,
again. Oh, it was Macaria.
it was just Macaria for. I got kicked out from Macaria, and
Yeah,
that was the
okay.
most recent change.
2015. What?
2018 is
18.
when I got my own room.
Okay.
It was the year after I got adopted.
Cool for you.
My own bedroom.
How old were you?
13?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
20.
17.
Well, they're trying to make up
I was
what
an
my
act-
childhood
I was an actual adult
Literal.
before I got my own room. I went to college and had a roommate, and it was not any different than having a sibling in my
It's
room.
the same concept.
It did not. It meant nothing different. I came back. I still had a roommate for a
Val
couple
and I
months.
actually talked about sharing a room in the old house, and we would like
Wow.
make her room like a walk-in closet area. but
Girls.
we never got
Dudes are just like, this is where I sleep, this is where you sleep, everything else is where we can throw our stuff.
Yeah.
And then
I mean,
Well,
if you and me shared a room, you'd have your side and I'd have my side.
right.
But if your stuff was on my side, I'd just throw it back in your side.
Right. We don't really care. We do sniff thefts on clothes.
Yeah. I
It's
know what my
not
clothes are, and
serious.
as long as you don't steal them, we're all good.
Valeria
I don't
takes my
care. Your stuff
clothes.
doesn't fit me, and I don't care about your stuff. I like my stuff.
Exactly. I have had people steal my clothes, dude. Guys, like actually steal my.
That's
clothes.
such a chick thing to do.
I like not even just
The
like
best way.
steal it and wear it and like give it back later, or like I take it back and they're like, hey, it's all good. I don't like chicks do. Like actually steal my clothes.
What's up with
I
that?
have
man?
a pair of pants that's missing, and I took my shirt back from his floor.
My sister will take
This
my
Dimitri.
clothes.
It was Dimitri.
What a dirtbag, dog.
It was just in his dirty laundry pile.
Why are you taking other people's clothes? Like you have your own clothes.
Exactly. Why are you taking my clothes? I don't know.
I never understood that. It
Yeah.
was just like, these are my clothes. Whatever. I'll wear the same thing for 3 days. You think I want yourself?
Dude. Okay, hear me out. Jeans don't get dirty.
I've washed these pair twice in their lifetime.
Exactly. I wash my jeans like once a week.
Right.
And it's because I work construction.
The only reason I wash my
Dumb. I
jeans
clean
once a week,
myself.
but not the jeans.
Okay? The
I don't
jeans.
care. I wear the same 3 pair of jeans every day.
Exactly.
Well, for the week. So.
Right. Because
I will
it's
wear
not-
one pair of jeans to work every day. And also, once you start going to work and getting them dirty, you're not going to put on a clean pair just to get dirty the
just
next
to get
day.
dirty.
You should tell my my father that.
Well, here-
He makes fun of me for it.
Here's
okay,
the
but here
thing.
he works
But
in a
he does
different
the same
job.
thing.
He works in a different job.
He
wor-
has white collar.
yeah.
If you're in a white collar job and you don't get your pants done, you can wear them for multiple days. Now, even if you do like anything where it doesn't get super grimy, you can wear jeans for several days.
really
I only
half
wear
my
jeans
clothes
for
smell
one
like
day.
Panera Bread.
So if I'm like doing mechanics or anything else like that,
Yeah, then you
I'll
change
wash
them.
them because it's greasy or dirty or whatever and
Yeah.
stuff like that because you can't live your life like that. However, just right now, just like painting or whatever crap,
Right.
no, I'll wear them for a full week at least.
Because you're not sweating. It's just something that you could see to get dirty if you
Yeah.
were to get dirty.
Exactly.
Like I have like 4 or 5 because I wear a new pair of jeans every day. Well, almost every day.
Because you get dirty.
Just because I get very dusty.
Yeah.
And if you wear them multiple days, they'll grind down really fast.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason
makes
for that.
sense.
But if I was doing anything else, I could wear one pair of jeans for the whole week.
Yeah.
No problem.
The one time I won't is if I'm dealing with insulation or
Well,
demo.
Honestly, insulation gets so itchy, dude.
Yeah, I can wear if I have to do insulation 2 days in a row, I'll wear the jeans the second day so I don't get
Just
another
so
pair
it's worth
dirty.
it. Yeah.
Just so I won't get another pair dirty. But other than that, in the laundry because it gets gross.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. Insulation straight to jail. You ever see that from the Office?
No, I don't watch The Office.
I've
And
only
I-
seen
and I
I've only seen
immediately-
the clip.
I know.
I don't
And
watch it.
I know, Dom. I know. And I immediately skip any clips I see of it on YouTube Shorts
Why?
because
Why do you hate The Office?
I just don't like it.
Okay, so
I have no I just don't like it. I just don't like
I
it.
don't
That-
wa-
it- it's-
I don't
I have no-
actively watch
I
the
have-
show.
I have no reason to hate it. So I don't hate it. I just don't like to. I don't like it. I don't want to watch it.
Not even the funny parts.
It's not that funny.
You don't think it's that funny?
I don't think it's that
There are
funny.
funny parts.
It sounds that funny.
I think
What
it's
are
pretty
your
funny.
thoughts about Young Sheldon or like the Big Bang?
I
Theory?
watched almost the entirety of Young Sheldon, except for the latest
Does he
season.
annoy you as much as he annoys Seth?
Young Sheldon.
I hate
Yeah, but in a
him.
good way. I keep watching it. I kind of hate watch for him, and I watch the rest of the show.
Oh, I finally unfollowed Abby, so no longer hate watching her story. But it's the same concept. I hate Young Sheldon.
Still
I
annoys
like A
you?
Big Bang Theory. You like the show?
I don't like that show.
Great show.
I don't like the show.
Why not?
Sitcoms are hit or miss for me.
I
I
like
either
that
like them or I don't.
It was good. I liked that sitcom a lot.
I liked Young
Good
Sheldon,
sitcom.
but I didn't like Big Bang Theory.
I have a little rant about
Okay,
Young Sheldon.
I don't like a lot of like the Friends or like the Big Bang
Don't
Theory.
like
those
Friends.
type of things.
I like Seinfeld.
Those are annoying. I don't want to watch those. I've never tried Seinfeld because it just seems annoying.
It's intelligent humor. It's a good amount of bickering. Jew humor. Humor.
Humor, if you will.
Yeah, humor, if you will. But no, George's the best character on Young Sheldon by far.
Who?
George.
George is actually a fire
Which
character.
one?
Like
Georgie.
he actually goes through a character arc.
George or Georgie?
Georgie.
Georgie, not
George is also a good
I just
character,
heard
but
George is
Georgie's
also a
better.
so
solid
you have to
character.
clarify.
They kill him in the
I
last
know they
season.
did.
I have not seen that season yet.
I'm not
but I'm
invested
probably
enough.
not gonna.
But mom, like I have people
Like,
or
me
siblings who think
too.
that
Just because I kind of stopped watching it, so now it's not.
Sad.
I caught up,
not
and that,
really.
No.
the problem is if I'm not super invested in the show, I won't watch the next season. Once I catch up, I'll binge it and then I'll catch up and I'll be like, oh, that's all there is to it, and then it just
They already did
they are
Well,
coming
yeah,
they're coming
still
out
working on it.
coming out with it.
with more episodes. They've already released some.
Interesting, but I don't think I'm gonna watch that one either. Just because
Not as invested.
I'm not
in
invested in
but
that. That was a good subplot, but I don't want to see it apart from the other series.
Probably a good spinoff. You realize, you know why? Because I hate Sheldon. Like at the young version, he's so annoying. He's like my younger brother all over again, but way worse. He
'Cause
deserves
actually
to
knows
be.
what he's talking about.
Well, it's more that he
And
deserves.
he knows what he's talking about.
It's not about being right. It's the manner in which you
Are
talk
right,
about things.
yeah.
Yeah, like he's just a douche.
Yeah,
And as an elder brother, he deserves all the bullying he gets.
he doesn't
And
even
more.
get bullied that much.
He needs more bullying.
He gets bullied hardly at all.
He needs
Like,
more
Everybody
bullying.
accepts him.
They need to be like, just punt him into a wall and be like, yeah, you dork.
Like not even in a mean way. Just
Yeah, I'd be okay with me.
yeah, fair enough. Like, but not like a jerk way. Well, jerky.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because it's just like, you don't have to be that way, but you are. And I get that he doesn't get social cues, but there's only one way to learn sometimes. And if it's not through books, It's through
getting
experience.
a dent in your head or
Hey.
the dent in the locker. Come on.
Both at one time. Efficiency.
2 for 1. 2 birds in the hand is worth 1 bird in the bush, or whatever the saying.
I think
is.
it's 1 loaf of bread.
1 loaf of bread is better sliced than popcorn.
Invention of popcorn better than sliced bread. Ben Franklin, probably.
No, the Indians.
Yes,
The Indians did popcorn way before Ben Franklin did.
but Ben Franklin was a Puritan.
Okay. The Indians had corn and popped it. They brought popcorn to the first Thanksgiving.
Different, way different.
Ben Frank.
He
No.
did- he invented sliced bread, though.
Okay, that maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he determined that popcorn was better than sliced bread.
Oh,
He didn't say
determined that?
I didn't say he made it. I'm just saying that he determined that.
He
I'm saying.
probably made popcorn to determine that.
Probably.
But popcorn was around. They brought popcorn to the first Thanksgiving
Yeah.
in beaver skin, according to the book I read.
Beaver.
It smells like vanilla.
Who does?
That's actually because of the glands under their tails. They secrete it as a way to mark their territory.
Still a flavor.
It's not a flavor, and also it's a very, very musky vanilla. I would not want to taste it.
Yeah,
Almost
Dom.
enough.
You want beaver
But-
musk vanilla?
I've just been told that it smells like vanilla.
Yeah, well, it's musk.
And
It's
I thought
like
that was weird.
yeah,
Elon, basically.
it's like Elon. You think Elon stinks?
No.
No, he's
It's
too
just
cleaned up.
musk.
He's too cleaned up.
He just has the musk.
I think he stank when you ever see the old pictures of him when he was bald.
Oh, he stank.
He stank.
He stank. You slept in an office. He stank.
Dude lived in that blue collared shirt.
Facts.
He thought the blue collared shirt was like, oh, the step up, but really he just lived in those slacks and blue, that shirt.
You know those were rank.
Those were
They haven't
putrid.
pressed in years.
Dom, you didn't speak enough in this episode.
Speak more.
What?
We talked so much. We talked over you.
Basically.
We said so much. None of it meant anything.
None of it. But you still didn't say anything to contribute to our nothingness.
Resurrect our podcast, Dom. Nobody's watching anymore.
Rise it.
No clue what to say.
Name the mythological bird that rises from the ashes and never dies.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
You don't know
Na-
about the Phoenix?
You don't know about Phoenix?
No.
It's a city in Arizona.
It's also
Well, I know that it's a city in Arizona.
it's also a mythological
Okay,
bird
so-
that
Going
will
there over the
all right,
summer.
bird
So-
of fire.
Your favorite conspiracy theory is the Titanic one that's not a conspiracy theory, it's just a fact.
It's just a fact.
Disney conspiracy theories.
What's that?
just any
like
conspiracy theory.
anything.
Your
about
what is your
Disney
favorite conspiracy
love.
theory? What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
I don't necessarily have a favorite one,
Well,
but I know more about the Titanic than out of all of them.
Disney's gonna make a
they're
remake of
not-
Tarzan, but with black Tarzan. That's gonna be hilarious because he's living with monkeys.
oh, I love it when wokeness backfires and they just
they
turn
never
into
will,
racists.
and I kind of wish they would. Jane is my favorite Disney princess from Tarzan.
She's not a princess
She's not
though.
a princess.
Yes, she is. She's a Disney
No,
princess.
she's not.
She's just
She's not considered one of
rich.
the Disney princesses.
Okay,
She's not a Disney princess.
I'm
she's
sorry.
she's the female
I'm
love
a
interest
female, I
in
know
a
these
Disney movie,
things.
but she's not a Disney princess. You gotta have a
Yes.
crown to do that.
Technically,
Who doesn't have a crown?
if you marry it,
Um,
okay,
only a chief,
Hang on.
but like a daughter.
Hear
which
me
is, like,
out.
Pocahontas, Moana,
Hang
and
on.
there's a one.
Merida?
There's another one. Yeah, they're technically
Also-
not princesses.
They all have crowns though.
Okay, I need you to hear me out on something.
They all have crowns.
Hang on.
That makes them a princess.
There are two.
want them to be a princess.
There are two ways.
Who?
Moana does not have
Yeah,
a
she does at the
crown.
end. She wears
Yeah,
a chief
she
hat.
wears chief hat. So
Okay.
here's two things that
Maybe I
you.
have to watch
Two
that.
ways to be a two ways to be a princess. Okay, so we have either you could be the daughter of a monarch,
The
You
daughter.
have to marry
Yeah.
into it.
Or
or you
marry
have to
him.
marry a prince
Yeah.
or a
So
or
how
king.
does Jane fit in there?
Okay, Tarzan is a prince of the primates.
I feel like that's a stress because that's not his. That's not a title.
That's a title.
That's yeah, but you kind of made that title up.
He's a prince. He is a prince of a kingdom
He is son of the chief guy.
of the chief.
So you know what?
There's a
She's a princess.
So you know
by
what? You
extension.
guess who alt is a princess?
Who?
Mowgli's girlfriend.
Hot. Give me something. She deserves it though.
She's a princess.
She's
you know
a
why?
princess. Mowgli is a legend for real. For real.
Mowgli is the son of the chief wolf guy.
And you know he's close friends with a king, King Louis.
That's facts, but that doesn't make him a
He's
prince
an
by
honorary
extension.
son. Want to be the king of
He was
swing a
using
zoo.
him.
Okay, but he was a jungle VIP.
oh,
She is a princess.
Jane?
Yeah.
And we're hitting it back.
Google.
Hey,
hey.
Okay, so the overview.
Sorry, I was arguing
Hold
for
up.
you.
Yes.
Shut up! I'm gonna name all the princesses.
From the Disney Google AI overview.
Just give me
Which
Jane.
is still all of
Jane
them.
was so
Jane is
authentic.
at the end.
She was real. Don't care.
So no one would.
That's
even
'cause
think
her-
of
that's 'cause her
them.
letter
Jane was
begins with a
authentic, and
J.
She was a good person.
She was great.
Rhea is
Also-
technically a princess
also-
too.
Yeah, isn't she like? She's actually like daughter of the chief, though.
Yeah.
So she's actually.
So that's another one to add. To
Off the wreck. Off
and she's
the
got a crown. Jane's the only one that doesn't have a crown. And Mowgli's girlfriend, I guess.
and Mowgli's girlfriend, I guess.
That's not on here.
That's because it was kind of at
So
the end of
I'm
the movie, and it was
I'm
a
gonna
kid, so they
cut
can't really
the-
objectify that.
Mike. But off the record, Jane got that shape though.
Oh my god.
They're-
You know that was just what you call it.
ask me one other question. Do I care?
Okay, technically.
No.
Hold
Because
up.
the personality
From
was
Walt
10 out of
Disney.
10. And Phil Collins did the soundtrack. So
Yeah, okay. Turn your mic back on.
it's on.
Okay.
We're on. We're rolling.
Okay.
I will cut
So-
0 of that.
Okay.
Off the record, but actually on the record.
Well, you can cut if you listen hard enough to hear it, you deserve to hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Okay.
We're
Can I
not that
speak?
far away. Yeah, go ahead.
You got to
Thank you.
interject in this podcast.
Interject.
Just talk
throw
over
your
us.
throw your vocal weight
I
around.
tried
Throw your
to.
vocal
Do it
weight
again.
around.
Just
Throw your
keep-
vocal weight.
just keep talking
Just
until
talk
we stop
over
talking.
us. Talk until we stop talking.
Yeah, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's what I said, dude. I said it first because I
Say
said
it
it louder.
Say it. Say it. Do it.
Talk.
Do it.
Speak, woman.
Please.
Oh my
Women know how to talk. Just talk.
Can you talk?
I know they don't like
No.
inserting themselves into men's conversations, but just do it. Women do it enough.
Depends
They just
what the men are
pretend.
having
They
Why
just
do-
pretend like they don't
conversations
do
about.
it, but
You
they actually
can judge
do it.
us back. It's okay. It's part of the cast.
Actually, if we're talking
There are
over you,
13 princesses, actually.
according to
Read it
the Disney AI overview.
No, I moved down.
and hit us with
Okay, that
This
is
is from
it is
Walt-
geeksforgeeks.org.
geeksforgeeks.org.
That is a
reliable source.
Reliable source. I say I
13 princesses: Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, Tiana, Rapunzel, Merida, Moana, and Rhea.
So Belle didn't marry a prince.
Yes, she did actually.
Is he the
Did she
prince?
The
marry
beast is a
The
prince.
Beast is
He's
a
a
prince? I
he's
thought he
a
was like a
prince.
lord's son or something.
No,
No,
he's a
he's a
prince.
Okay.
There's
So
a crown.
I was thinking the same thing
Okay, the crown.
because
though.
I was
The crown,
like,
for
she's not
sure.
the daughter of a monarch, but wait, she's with the prince. So that
Yeah,
counts.
but is the beast actually prince?
yes, he is.
I
Look it
thought-
up. That's the part of the lore.
Okay.
He was the very vain prince.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
But I thought he was like a lord's.
No.
or something like that.
He's a prince.
All right.
Beauty and the Beast, though, one of the more solid Disney films.
Best. Love
Classic.
Very good. I liked Lumiere.
Well, it's the only friendly French guy.
it. Mulan is also really good.
Not the live action, right?
They
The
have
live
a live
action
action.
had Phoenix.
Oh
in it.
yeah, live action. Mulan.
Don't
Had a-
care.
I thought you said
You
Mulan.
know what the animated version had? Eddie Murphy as Mushu.
I love Mushi. That's why
Dishonor
they
on you.
ruined
Dishonor on
Yeah.
you. Dishonor on your cow. Dishonor on your whole family.
Exactly.
That's why Mushu's better.
It is what Mushu's better.
Technically.
Okay, okay.
Let's talk about Mulan.
Hang on, Eddie Murphy or Chris Rock?
Eddie. Okay.
That's a hard one.
Old school, gotta go Eddie Murphy, especially for his voice acting. He's so solid. As Donkey, as Mushu, as just, and even in like his live action movies, solid. As a s-
Eddie Murphy too.
I think Eddie Murphy's just better.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, solid, but
But
Eddie Murphy.
in that matchup, you got to go with Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy got to be
Dom, opinions?
Eddie Murphy,
Eddie
Chris
Murphy.
Rock.
All right.
Okay.
Do you think
Eddie
Will
Murphy.
Smith was valid
Will Smith
In-
deserve that slap or no?
in slapping Chris Rock
Yeah.
at the Oscars?
Valid. I would say valid.
I would say staged.
I would say not staged,
Probably
slightly
What?
uncalled for, and Will Smith's just a hoe.
I would say he's definitely a manho, and he is just. You know what he is? He's arm candy for Jada.
Basically, she's so ugly. Holy cow! Jada Pinkett Smith is like the worst, right behind Gorlock. She's so bad. She got look. If I get up close, I can pick my teeth in her head. You know what I mean? Like she got like the reflection. I got it right there. She probably shines that every morning.
G.I. Jane too.
G.I. Jane too. That's right. Solid joke. 10 out of 10.
Okay, was it a maybe slightly too far?
They make fun of everyone. There was.
I understand that.
You're really gonna get so butthurt that someone made a joke about you that you
Okay,
have send your husband up there to slap him. It's like, really? You're
yes.
such a
Will Smith is
bitch.
weak, and that was uncalled for. The slap.
was
She's
funny.
such a
Jada is vain and arrogant, and there was no reason to do anything like that over that joke. That was a passing joke that barely caught any shade, and was the only reason anybody knew it was about Jada was the freaking fact that she sent Will Smith to
Yeah.
slap her.
like that.
It was
passing
just, it was
joke.
just passing. It was vague. It was
No,
Chris Rock. I mean, it was a joke. He was making fun of a lot of people.
that's what they do. They go up there, they make
Exactly.
jokes about everybody.
Maybe too far, depending on who you are.
Maybe.
But like, if I was gonna make that joke and I knew that she would take it badly, I wouldn't make the joke. But also, I'm a good person.
They write jokes just about anybody that's relevant, and they just say them.
Yeah,
And people
So-
are expected to just go along with it.
So that's my Oscars breakdown from like what 4 years ago.
Yeah. It was like 3 or
It
4
was.
years
Was
ago.
it 4 years ago? I don't know what year it was.
It was like 20.
I just
don't
know it's been a
remember.
while.
It's 2020.
We're late. That's all I know.
You know, okay, so I know this because I mentioned it at the job we were working on. I remember that job was like 3 years ago, 4 years
All right.
ago.
So it was 21, 22.
It was like 21. The winter of 21.
All right. So that's 4 years ago then.
Yeah, 4 years ago. That's crazy.
I remember it was like right after COVID, so it must have been 20,
Yeah,
21.
21.
I mean, yeah, it was like the tail end of the heavy pandemic. What are your thoughts on COVID, Dom? Let's get us canceled. This
How do we
episode.
feel about
We've been-
vaccinations?
No, we'll get to
COVID
that second.
vaccines?
How do you feel about COVID? The
Was
actual
COVID let on by the government?
Okay, maybe not hot take, just probably truth. COVID was accidentally on purpose let out.
Accidentally,
So,
totally on purpose.
It was it's from a lab in China where they were testing bioweapons and making diseases. That's literally it. That's true. You can trace the paper trail.
Right.
Literally, that is
They-
an actual truth.
They make
That is
diseases.
facts.
That is a fact that was funded by the U.S. government. Also, fact. They released it on the Wuhan population in order to test the effectiveness, and it accidentally got out into the rest of the world.
Accident.
I think that is actually a more reasonable explanation than the U.S. releasing it on itself. They're probably just backpedaling, being like, "Oh crap, this thing just got loose."
Yeah, and then a lot of misinformation and disinformation was spread about it, and it was a whole kerfuffle.
Like Commie Fauci,
Yeah, no, Fauci was the main guy funding the freaking
he's an issue.
research. Anyway,
Should have gotten
so
court-martialed.
that's actually, I don't think any of that is even that hot of a take. That's just kind of reasonable
Just
facts. Okay.
That's my point.
A lot of it is fact, and then the releasing on their own population in order to test it fits with a lot of the stuff that the Communist Party has done historically, and also I don't think they meant to release it to the rest of the world yet. I don't think it was ready, but I think it accidentally escaped. Someone traveled when they weren't supposed to, or something like that. Let it out.
Well, how can you really stop it? People just move disease.
Also, the communists haven't always been known to keep their projects under wraps very well.
Yeah. No.
So that's my thoughts on COVID. Dom, what are yours?
Good thought. Good thought.
I agree with you in many ways. I think the vaccines.
Take a hard stand. Take a hard stand and just go for it. Go for it.
Did you
Go
get
for it.
No,
vaccinated?
No.
Okay,
No,
the
I didn't
COVID
have
vaccine
to.
doesn't work.
my mother
It's the worst.
had to in order to keep her job.
You know
She
the COVID
did.
vaccine just doesn't work, right? There's no reason you should need those
There
boosters.
absolutely no reason.
It doesn't make it.
There's lots of other reasons why I don't like it that I will not state.
Really? We can cut it out. That's fine. Just say what you would think.
But in the end, it was all not necessary for the whole like vaccines, and
It wasn't.
a lot of people died from it.
A lot of people were scared, and so I think they fed on the news
Or
fed on that
the
fears.
nurses and the doctors were scared for their patients and made their patients take it
Well, they
in
were actually
order to be in the
yeah.
hospital.
There was a lot of disinformation
which
spread out.
caused some
With-
patients to die.
Yes, 100%. A lot of people died because of the vaccines,
Mhm.
and also a lot of people took the vaccines because they felt they thought that it was the right thing to do because they were given this information.
Or they were being pressured to take it.
Right, but even still, they were, a lot of people were like, this information all looks good. Let's do it because it's for the betterment of humanity. But all the information was just 100% wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just all because the big pharma wanted to line their pockets with government money because they were getting grants to do so.
Which is basically all Big Pharma does. Big Pharma has the medical industry as a whole relies on Big Pharma, and Big Pharma is a business. It's not a charity. It's not meant to help
Yep.
people. It's meant to make money.
Yep.
And how they make money is keeping people unhealthy.
Well, they at least make money by selling drugs.
They solve problems.
Yes. And so in order to
But they create more
sell
problems.
drugs, they may not look to cause problems, but they don't always look for solutions.
Well, Nate, I'll tell you this:
That's what I will say on that.
they
this
definitely don't want.
People to stop
They
taking
don't
their
want.
drugs.
They don't want actual solutions.
No, they
exactly.
don't.
Their drugs are meant to be perpetuated
Yes.
and perpetually used because they need a consumer base. If there
Yep.
was actually a miracle cure for healthy people, they'd make no money and they would tank.
Did
They
you hear
can't
about
do that.
Ozempic? I'll tell you a little bit something about Ozempic.
Yeah, hit me about Ozempic.
Ozempic is a fat loss drug,
Right.
primarily.
Yeah.
It was originally created, I think, to treat diabetes, but they found out it works super good for
Weight loss.
weight loss.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about Ozempic is once you start taking it, you cannot stop taking it for the rest of your life. Because if you stop taking Ozempic, immediately your body will rebound so far and be almost impossible to lose that weight from. Now, so because it wrecks your hormonal system is what it
Oh.
does. Ozempic.
Interesting.
So your body can't regulate itself anymore when it comes to creating weight, like storing weight,
Right.
basically. Now, Ozempic, whoever owns Ozempic is pushing the market because they want it, number one, to be prescribed to more people. They're recommending it be prescribed to down to 4-year-olds
That's so toxic, dude.
if their family has a history of obesity. Prevention is worth an ounce of cure, right? So not even looking at whether that person is in want or need of the drug, but rather just
Family history.
the family history, right? So it's just 100% a money grab. And the second thing, well, the first off, a 4-year-old taking a drug that they now have to take for the rest of their lives is insane.
Yeah. There's so much pressure on someone that didn't even get to make a choice.
Now, the back thing from that is Ozempic is a monthly dose, and it's a price tag of, I believe, $1,500 per shot
Per month.
per month.
What happens when you can't afford that?
Exactly.
You just bounce back.
Now, the second thing that comes out of that is they want it on Medicaid really, really badly.
Really?
Because if they can put it on Medicare, Medicaid, then it becomes government subsidized.
That means they get a fat check.
That means they get a fat check
They get consistently. They
for
get
the
their
rest
money,
of their patients' lives.
and that can be anybody who gets prescribed it at their 4-year-olds.
Exactly.
So that's a perpetual money making machine.
Exactly. Now,
Huge.
that looks good for them, but what it looks bad for is the 4-year-old who's on their parents' Medicare.
Of course.
Who's on their parents' Medicare. And that looks good for the parent too, because it's like, oh, this will help my kid. I'm on Medicare. They don't think ahead to when
No.
that kid turns 25 and is a broke college student who can't pay for his monthly Ozempic and is no longer covered by his parents' Medicare.
Now he's got it. Or not.
now he is in the hole with medical debt.
And this is the problem with society.
And the government, not the government, the big pharma is just raking his
They're
pockets.
just collecting the check.
Yep.
They collect. They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I hate big pharma.
Facts, dude.
They are a problem. Big problem. And they will shut down and secure their business any chance they get.
My biggest problem with big pharma is not that they are a business. It is the fact that they act as if they pretend like they're not a business.
Yeah, they pretend like they care.
They pretend like they're trying to help the person when they're not.
Yeah.
And that hypocrisy is the biggest problem I have with big pharma.
Yep.
I understand
100%.
everybody's got to make money.
Mhm.
So yeah, you have to cut a profit, otherwise your business will go under.
Right.
But number one, stop making so much money off of other people's suffering. Stop causing people suffering to make money. And number three, stop pretending like you're doing good stuff.
I'd be more okay with 1 and 2 if 3 wasn't there.
I don't care about if 1 and 2 happen. I don't care about 3, but 3 would be nice at least as a start.
No, I mean, like, I'd be more accepting of 1 and 2 if 3 wasn't there. Like if they actually didn't pretend like they care.
Exactly.
They were
That's
just
what I'm
like,
saying. That's what I'm saying.
this will fix this problem, but it'll ruin you for the rest of your life. Take it to your own risk.
Exactly, because most people will still take it
A lot of people will.
because that's like credit card companies. I don't have an issue with credit card companies because their hypocrisy isn't hypocrisy.
$30,000 in credit card debt. Yes, exactly. They know the clear cut deal, and they also know people probably won't honor their side of the commitment, and that's where they make their money. And people know that
Exactly.
too, and they
make-
get the card anyway.
And they still don't on their side of the thing, and they make a whole big deal out of it.
Do you have a credit card?
No, I do not have one.
You should get one. I get
Put it on my
I get a
credit
$100
card.
blowback.
Never
What?
anything non-dairy,
Mm.
anything gluten-free.
I think I use my credit
I
card.
think I'll use my credit card.
Do you have? Here's the thing, right? Credit cards are a pyramid scheme because you get a
Yeah,
kickback
actually.
for anyone you get on a credit card.
Yeah. Speaking of
Dude,
which,
Seth-
anybody who wants a credit card, hit me up.
Hey,
I get up to $500 if I refer people.
hey, did you?
It's stacking. It's not. I don't get $500 for one person, but
Did
like
you recommend Seth to a credit
I did
card?
not. He did it by himself, and then my dad was pissed because he didn't use my dad's referral link and give my dad free money.
Well, Seth asked me. He texted me. He's like, hey, if you want to get a credit card, I get $100 kickback if you get it from me.
Yeah, I get $100 kickback on the first person I refer. Up to $500 for over the next referrals. So total. Like I'm not going to make a butt ton of money off you guys. But if anybody wants a credit card, they're not a scam. And
They're not
I
a
get
scam.
I get solid rewards cash off. I think it's like 2.5 cash back.
Do you really?
That's solid.
2.5 cents per dollar.
Yeah. So hit me up if you want a credit card. Anybody.
Yeah. No.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
I'll give you a referral. Look, you don't even need my credit card. But if you want one, it's a good, and you don't need credit to start it or anything like that. So it's a good, solid starter credit card. Decent cash back. You're not going to find a better cash back for a starter credit card.
Yeah.
And also gives me a little bit of money, which no harm in that.
Right. Dude, I gotta call the bank.
Dude, call the bank.
No, it's because my different thing. My main debit card I use for most things is they flagged my account for something a little like a week
And
ago,
you didn't deal with it?
and I haven't dealt with it yet, so it's just inactive. And I would be like, "Hey,
I've done that before.
that was me."
I've been in like Texas and they flagged my account and I didn't deal with it for another month and a half because I was just paying with cash. Because I was all like, oh yeah, my debit card doesn't work. Cash. And then I just dealt with that for another month.
Yeah.
So
I just got calm because I have a couple things in autopay, like my Spotify Premium, and I prefer to get that back.
yoink.
Well, I don't use my other card because that keeps getting checked but not flagged.
Yeah.
because I don't use my other card as often.
Right.
So that's just what that is.
And with that scathing review of our financial status,
I'm broke. Taxes suck.
This is the longest episode to date.
To date, Don, what do you think about that?
Glad to be a part of it.
Glad to be part of. You heard it here first, folks.
She's glad. Are you going to listen back to this episode, even though you're in it?
Should.
Okay. I will say a lot of my problems with our podcast was solved in this episode.
I think
We
it's good to have a third
talked
person.
so much. And we talked fast and like we were very lively.
It was good.
tonight.
Could you work off me?
I could.
I could work off both of you. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice
Yeah,
having a
it's
third
nice.
bouncing stone.
It was nice because whenever we don't have anything to say, we can just yell at you to say
Yell at
something.
you.
And that elevates the energy. It puts you on the spot. It gives humor. It makes funny things happen.
Rawr.
So yeah. Episode 9, dude.
Hot.
It's where it's at.
That's what's up. Recorded in someone else's house with someone else's dog.
Yeah. So I'm going Yeah.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah. Simeon, hit us with the outro. Actually, Dom.
Dumb.
No.
Outro.
Outro.
You gave us the intro. You gotta give us the outro.
Come on,
No.
come on, Dom. The
Outro.
thing about our
Out.
outros is they don't matter. Say whatever.
Say
you
whatever
want.
you. Everything like it fades
We
seamlessly
don't.
into
We don't
the.
have an outro. You
Remember
can
chicka
literally
bang,
say
bang,
whatever you
chicka
want.
wang, wang. Do it.
Say something.
Something.
Right into the mic. Right into the mic. Be like, this is an outro, and
Give
then
us something.
ramble for a couple
Give us
minutes.
something.
Make a weird noise. Make a weird
noise.
noise. Like, do something. Just do something. Do something.
I feel pressured.
Good. This is breaking outside your comfort zone. It's you, me, and Simeon here.
Basically.
You've been weirder
The weirdest
In front-
trio ever.
in front of you, in front of
say
me and
something.
Simeon. Yeah. This is nothing. The internet's gonna see it, but they're not seeing it right now.
The internet
It's not
has seen
live.
Al
I
Qaeda
can cut anything I need out. I can cut. Simeon made like 3 bad outros in a row, and I cut them
yeah.
all out.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he did the 4th.
Yeah.
I could do that,
Oh, they're horrible. And then
and they
then
never know too. They never know what we cut out.
I went on like an 8
I'm
minute
really good
racist
editor.
rant.
Yeah, and I
And we-
then I
and we
bleeped
cut-
that all
we
that.
cut that out. It was
I
great.
I
Wait,
bleeped that
what?
one.
You got to listen to the episode.
Listen to the re-upload.
Episode
Episode
6.
6.
Yeah.
It's a re-upload.
Yeah. It's really. Nate did a great job.
The last 10 minutes of episode 6,
Are phenomenal.
8 of those minutes is just generic sensor tone 9.
Wait, is it constant or is it kind of like beep, 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 beep?
It's beep. The hardworking American beep.
Nice. Solid.
And that's what I'm saying. Beep. It doesn't matter about white people. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I'm trying to say is beep.
Nate did a great job censoring it.
All right.
So, yeah, and then we turn racist towards Asians.
Wait. Dom, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a
Depends what the
question?
is.
What is the most patriotic symbol for the United States of America? Like, just pick one symbol that you'd say, this is really patriotic.
I have no clue.
Nothing.
Nothing stands out to you amongst the many
American icons.
American
Just
symbols. Symbols
what-
for America.
What's a symbol
the
for
most
America?
Patriotic symbol for America.
Probably the American flag.
Okay. Do you
Or
know?
the bald eagle that's not actually bald?
say it again. Say the last part. Just say the last part.
The bald eagle that's actually.
Skaka! Wow! There's our outro.